Hey y'all. Listen, I'm back with more of this escape drama, and the Brat has entered the chat, child. So I came across this audio and I just decided to throw it up here because I'm working. But I wanted to bring this so we can continue this whole messed up conversation.
God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Love in this light. This God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
Peace, world peace. Welcome back to Goddess Dawn Speaks, aka the $1 trillion goddess or trillionaire goddess, however you want to put it. It's a mindset, and I'm here spreading the love. But with that said, Ricky Smiley, he came, you know, with the shits today. Well, really, it was Gary with the T. Gary with the T, who, is on Ricky Smiley's show with the gossip pretty much. I think that's pretty much his whole job. He actually was talking about this whole situation from like, I think, top to bottom and bottom to top. So it was like a whole recap. Well, next thing you know, LaTocha is on the phone with Rocky right there next to her. So there was an impromptu call, and I'm going to play the audio. And then after that, Kandi calls in. Child, this thing just won't stop. Or should I say, it keeps on giving. Let's get into this audio. Yeah. And then we'll go from there.
All right, y'all, Rick's Mountain Morning Show. Listen, y'all know we just fun and we just do information and stuff. Information and praise. Now we're gonna do a whole lot of controversial interviews and stuff, but we got one this morning. But we happy to have because most people avoid controversy like myself. I wouldn't go in but she wants to tell LaTocha Scott is on with us this morning. Y'all give her a big round of applause. And LaTocha, thank you for coming this morning.
For sure.
But,
it's family. I mean,
Let's go. We are so happy to have you, and thank you for taking this interview. Unplanned and at the last minute, gracing us with your presence. You are a legend. And let's get into it. LaTocha, you know Brat, Gary, Maria, Rock T, Special K.
What's up, y'all?
What up,
Everybody in the building. What's up, Brat? What's
up? All right, so a lot has been said out there in the media about you and you and your sister Tamika, and we want to clear things up from your perspective. What happened and where did it start?
I'm not sure. Once we started to film, everything started to go crazy. Like I tell people, I signed up to be celebrated. All of us, to be honest, 30 years in the game, that's what it should have been. There are so many things that I don't understand about editing and just how everything is kind of transpired. So all I can say is I signed up to sing. I signed up for good stuff, and it ended up not being that. And I just wish I never would have signed up for this, to be honest. And with my sister, she's always going to be my sister. That's my family. We go through highs and lows, and everybody got peaks and valleys. It's just right now we're going through it in the public eye. And I just ask that people would allow us to do that without judgment and allow us to be sisters and figure this out, so.
So now, LaTocha, this year, you know who this is, so I ain't got to introduce myself to you. But LaTocha, now, we've been following the show, SWV and yes. Escape and what have you and stuff. And the madness has been going back and forth with you and Tamika with the $30,000 alleged that you're supposed to have taken from her and your husband, Rocky. So my thing is, did y'all take the money? And I know you said in a report that, to get your sister back, you would give her back the money. And $30,000 is not that much money, especially with you and Rocky. So my thing is, did y'all take the money? Did you cash the check?
I never said give something back. I said I wanted my sister back.
Oh,
I said if it takes $30,000 to bring us back, then I would. That's what I said. But no, it's a very delicate situation. And no, we didn't steal anything from her. No, we did not.
But why is she saying that? Why is she saying that?
Because there was a video where she actually had the accountant on. And the lady showing the receipts.
There was an accountant on.
That was Lil Tamika mama.
Oh, okay, no, she's
the white lady.
Yeah, that's Lil Tamika mama.
That's yeah, no, she's not.
That's Tiny Mama.
That all the checks went to you and your husband.
That's not true.
So one thing that Tamika's mama said was that she alleged that you and Rocky changed the address to your apartment in New York versus her house in Hampton. Did that happen?
First of all, my sister didn't live in New York, and no, all of us would stand with my mother, but no.
Well,
No,
she
that
said she
happen.
didn't know who Edwin or Edward Bivens it was, and she found out that was your husband.
Okay, well, everybody knows it's not true.
Everybody know what's not true.
Edward Bivens, come on now.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Okay.
I know his name.
Well,
Rocky.
she does.
Oh. Well, let me just interject and say what I've been saying the whole time. Even when Kandi, Tasha, and Tiny came on Dish Nation, I've been around y'all since I was kids, and what I do know to be true is no matter what you did or said when we was little, your sister would definitely take your side, whether you was right or wrong.
And vice versa.
And I guess that's how sisters do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was so that made it like 2 against 2, and it made it because to me you always seem like the person everybody had to listen to, I guess because you was the oldest. But Kandi always seemed to be the one that was hurt and slighted because they had to take your side and follow what you said do.
You said Kandi was hurt and slighted?
Yeah, slighted because everybody took your side because you kind of was the leader of the group.
Right, but on what in what instance can you say that about?
Remember we used to be on tour and stuff like years ago. Just Kandi would just always seem like she would be sad. Just I don't know, different instances. Like, we was on tour for a long time. We did a lot of stuff together back in the day when we was kids.
I don't remember her being sad though.
Really?
No.
Oh, I think I seen her be sad a lot and kind of like down.
And are you saying that that's because of me, right?
I'm saying because they took your side most of the time. It seems like. Because even if you wasn't right or if you was wrong, your sister would always take your side, and you was like the leader of the group back then. Was you not like the leader back then?
Well, at the end of the day, that's my sister, and most times when you have a sibling, that's the bond that you have. It's not so much as trying to bully anybody. It's just that's how we were brought up. That's the bond. As far as me being the leader, I've always been that person who when it comes down to it, musical, making sure everybody was on their notes and stuff like that. So. When you're speaking, I don't know what instance you're speaking about, but
okay. Well, I'm just speaking from what I did witness about her being like sad and stuff.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
All right, y'all. We got
sad. I think she said that. I actually rewatched the other show. What's the other one y'all did before this one? And I think she was like almost crying, saying, "How could you not see when she was sad? She was sad all the time, and she felt attacked all the time or something like that."
Okay, well, no, I don't remember that. I remember her saying that she felt like we didn't have a bond, she and I.
Right.
But not that she was sad all the time. This is my first time hearing that.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We got LaTocha Scott in with us this morning. We got more questions. Big show with escaping SWB going on, all of the stuff and the confusion about the money, the checks, the affairs, the tapes. Whole lot more stuff coming up. You don't want to miss it. Rick Smiley the Morning Show. We got LaTocha.
Okay, when they do this little break, let me say my little 2 cents real quick. So a lot of things that LaTocha is saying is so reflective of things we've already said about her. Well, as we could tell, even after the receipts were put out there, she's doubled downing on everything. And if you didn't hear her, she said, this is how we were brought up. This is our bond. When they were questioning, the way, I guess, Tamika followed behind her. And she clearly said, this is how we were brought up. This was our bond. It sounds like trauma bonding, honestly. Also, she asked if we could just allow her and Tamika to be sisters and don't have judgment. Let them be sisters and work it out, as sisters do. She also seemed to want to blame editing and says she does have regrets about coming onto the platform, onto the show. But yeah, she said that's the bond between her and her sister. The fact that she covered for her, lied for her, went against people for her, even though she knew her sister was wrong. She called it a bond. That's their bond. and their sisterhood and the way they were brought up. So yeah, everything I said about the mother being really the core, I think, of the toxicity for these girls. And, she's just planted the wrong kind of seeds, in my opinion. But let's go on. There's more to this interview.
All right, we have LaTocha Scott here with us this morning. Of course, she has a brand new gospel album, and we do want to talk about that. But continuing this conversation, and LaTocha, we want to thank you for your time because this was kind of spontaneous. But my question to you, LaTocha, is I went to your Instagram, heard your beautiful new gospel record, and you sound amazing. You look amazing.
Thank you.
What would you like to see happen in terms of the drama happening with your sisters in Escape and you all coming to a resolution? Do you see you all coming back together so that it's not a distraction from you trying to promote this gospel album?
Just that, a resolve, us coming back together, understanding that all of us have to be held accountable for the things that we've said and done, and just communicate, in a way where it's not the pointing of the fingers, but if it's something that you have to say, get it off your chest and just keep it moving. Because really, I really like to apologize because the fans don't really need this. It's supposed to be about the music, but it's not that. And when it came down to this reality stuff, I'm a singer. I'm not. This reality thing ain't me. Thought that it was going to be different, but not. But I would love for us to get to a resolve. I've reached out to my sister, everything. So it's not me trying to hide anything or run away from something. It's just, I guess, time.
Right.
I hope. Hold that thought, LaTocha. They pushing us into commercial. Hold that thought, y'all. More LaTocha Scott coming up next. Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
What's up?
Great song right there, y'all. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I love that song. Let everybody know how they can get this record. This is definitely a powerful motivational
It's
song.
on all digital platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora. Anywhere you want to look, it's there.
All right, y'all. LaTocha Scott, Apple Music,
Made Girl Music.
Spotify. and let everybody know how they can follow you on social media.
At I am LaTocha, and that's LaTocha.
LaTocha.
Yes.
LaTocha, because some old people gonna say Natasha.
Yeah. I mean, I will ask that you guys would pray for my family, pray for me and my sister. That to me, family is everything outside of everything that's going on. I love her, and I just, if y'all can do anything else, since everybody want to judge, pray for us.
There you go. That's a good point. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love, right? And thank you for coming doing this interview. Sure. We really appreciate you. And I thank your husband, Brat. Thank you for clearing everything up. We appreciate y'all always. Y'all are always welcome on this morning show. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for the one and only LaTocha Scott.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Natasha. That's her new name. Natasha, since I'll take being old. But yeah, so that was Natasha. Still not really, I don't know. I would say not really embodying what you would want someone who is diving into the gospel realm of music to embody. But at the same time, gospel music got its own trials and tribulations, right? Probably even more so than the secular side of the music scene. But Kandi ends up calling, okay? So let me get to Kandi, child, and let's see what she's giving. I haven't heard this part.
No, we just got a little situation this morning, and we got the one and only Kandi Burris on the phone. Kandi, good morning.
Good morning.
What you doing, riding around listening to the radio?
Listen, I'll be listening to y'all on my app. What do you mean?
That's what's up.
I was tripping. That interview was very interesting.
Why you say that?
Why was it interesting? What are your thoughts?
It was a couple of things. I didn't understand what she said. Everybody knew it not to be true. They were saying that his name is Edward Bivens because his name is Edward Bivens. So I was like, what is she talking about? Or was she trying to say Tiny Mama knew his name? I didn't know what she meant.
So Kandi, what hurt me, I was saying about, y'all didn't send her the memo she sent for the dress.
She still saying that?
Yeah, she said she didn't get the memo.
Well, child, she didn't send her sister the memo that she was kicking off the record deal either. But hey, I mean, I don't know.
So,
I don't
Kandi,
know.
what are your thoughts on when LaTocha said that she feels like she's being bullied right now?
I don't even understand why she feels like, okay, she actually did an interview the other day calling Tamika a liar and basically saying if it's true that she took the money to post the receipt. And that is why Tamika posted the full video of her on YouTube showing receipts of where they had changed Tamika's address, signed the back of Tamika's check, and deposited them. If she had not kept, kind of like baiting Tamika, Tamika would have never done that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are like, why is Tamika posting it now? Well, Tasha asked her to. You know what I mean? I guess she thought Tamika wouldn't really show the evidence or whatever, but Tamika did. So it's just like, as far as anything else, I hate when people do things or, and then they want to come back and play victim. It's like, you're the one that's saying some things and people and we respond. As simple as that.
Now,
If you had to guess, Kandi, how much? Because Tamika said that she was being nice when she said that the check was for $30,000. She said she was just being nice by saying that. If you had to guess, about how much money you think was stolen, if you had to guess.
Well, I don't know how many checks were going to them before she realized it, because basically we received the checks kind of like multiple times a year. And so in the beginning, when they first came, because we were late finding out about Sound Exchange, the first couple of checks were a hefty amount because it was like back pay, you know what I mean, for what they had already been collecting. So I can't give you an actual number just simply because I don't know how many checks they received on her behalf.
Right.
Oh my God. Brat,
so my question to you,
Brat.
Kandi, is, you've experienced so much success individually, not just as an artist, but also as an entrepreneur. We've seen Tiny do really great things. You think that like LaTocha feels like this is her time to shine as an individual, like she never got the opportunity that maybe you and Tiny had, or could that be behind all of this?
Well, I think at the end of the day, we all get the same 24 hours. So just because somebody else was able to accomplish something more, it is what it is. Everybody what comes to you is because it's what you work for. You know what I mean? Now, does she probably feel like it's her moment that she needs to do what she needs to do? That is possible. And I don't even think there's anything wrong with her wanting to do a gospel record. It's just, for us, it's just every time it's time for her to do a solo project, it's the attitude that comes with it. You know what I mean? It's like, as far as her doing gospel, like, we all wish her success. We hope that she does, well or whatever. We're in a bad place, obviously. It's playing all out on television. It's playing all out on social media. But we've been having these problems. We just
that's what I tried to say. I've tried to say that.
You're
but she
right.
tried to make it like, Brat, you loved on me. That don't mean I loved all of y'all. That don't never mean that. I'm just saying everybody did have like a fear for her. And it is what it is. Like, I ain't got to lie, Craig. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, girl, and I told her I watched Escape Still Kicking It last night, some of the episodes again. And when you tried to talk to her and let her know, then you always felt like that. You always felt kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Your feelings got hurt a lot. They always took sides, and and how you felt got pushed to the back because Tasha was the leader of the group. And she was like, well, I didn't know that. Yes, you did. I just watched it. Y'all talked to each other face to face. Y'all both was crying. It was a great scene. You know what I'm saying? But now she's saying she don't remember that. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just...
Well, she can go back and watch the first season.
That's what I'm saying. It's right there. It was the two of y'all. So... I don't know what. And then Rocky jumped on and said, "I know him. I know of him, and I know him from being with R. Kelly and growing up in Chicago and stuff. But I don't know what he does in his personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't vouch for anything that anybody does, or I don't know what goes on. I mean, I hear a lot of stuff, but right now the show is what's airing, and this is what we're going off of, what we see.
Yeah.
So,
everybody that's tuning in. for everybody that's tuning in, we got Kandi Burris on the phone, and then we just for the record, we got some clips when we were in the commercial break that we recorded because we continued the conversation during commercial. In that part of the interview, I have not aired yet. We talked about another 6 minutes. So, Kandi, will the group be doing anything else, or is Escape going to be done?
Like, they've got a lot of shows coming up. It's just the three of us without Tasha. So, like, this weekend, we in DC. We got shows coming up all across the country over the next few months. And, unfortunately, right now, we're just not in a place where, Tasha will be performing with us. So it's just three of us. We're going to still be killing it, still bringing it like we have been. We've been doing shows without her for a minute.
Oh, but, yeah, we know you gonna do that, Kandi, for sure.
So Kandi, when Lionel Richie left the Commodores, they got another dude that looked kind of like Morris Day to fill in for Lionel Richie. Are y'all gonna be doing any auditions for somebody that because the show got to go on?
To be honest, we don't really feel like we need to do that because realistically, Tamika can sing all her sister's parts. And it's no shade to Tasha, but she can't, Tamika is very capable of singing all her sister's parts. So,
Kandi, I'm not trying to be messy or nothing. Would y'all even consider letting Miss Juicy come out there and sing a couple of songs?
Of course. Miss Juicy, definitely. We got to get her outfit made.
So what would it take for reconciliation, Kandi? Because at the end of the day, it's, people feel like it's entertaining to see the back and forth, but I hear the pain in your voice. I hear the pain the concern, not the pain, the concern. Both of y'all voice. Yeah, the concern, because they're sisters. And as Black women, we want to see y'all come together. It may need to be a different version of sisterhood than y'all had before. But what would you say it would take for reconciliation for y'all to find just a peaceful resolve?
I think it really starts with the sisters. You know what I mean? It starts with them. They have to work out. They have a lot to unpack or whatever between them. And then conversations after that can be had. As far as Tasha and I, we ain't never really got along since we were kids. And just like Brat already explained to you, it's like, I'm used to this. You know what I mean? And I don't think she ever really cared when things upset me. But, it's different when it's her and her sister. So if I just feel like if the two of them figure it out, then later on, we can all have conversations. But honestly, right now, everybody just needs to take a break and let some time pass.
In space, yeah.
Well, Kandi, do you think y'all will ever get back together again and maybe just do gospel album together for y'all?
Lord, well, what's going on right now? I ain't giving gospel, friend. Not giving
not at all.
No, not at all.
It's not giving gospel.
Hey, you never know what could possibly happen. I just right now I don't see it. To be honest, I don't.
All right, Kandi, tell everybody about the show and how can they follow the show and anything that you're doing, and how can they follow you on social media?
Okay, thank you. Well, we're on the show SWV and Escape, the Queens of R&B, and that's every Sunday night on Bravo at 8 p.m. You can watch all the repeats on the Peacock app, streaming app. And then if you want to catch us on tour, Escape, then you can just go to Ticketmaster and pull up Escape. We got all our shows that's coming up on there. I hope we can see you guys soon. And follow me on social media at Kandi, Kandi. And we're on DC on Saturday. I think the show is almost sold out now.
Okay, I'm gonna end that there. I dang near zoned out, but I just wanted to play it through because I know sometimes you don't always want to hear commentary. Plus, we've been hearing so much of this stuff. It's like, what else is there really to say? But I hope that like they were saying, that there's some type of resolve at the end of the day. I did want to share a quick article which I saw yesterday, and I wasn't sure how credible it was, but now I'm seeing some people have picked it up. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there as well. It is definitely related to this story. The site is popularsuperstars.com. The headline reads 90s girl group Escape breaks up. Kandi and Todd suing Tasha's husband and kicking her out the group. As you can see, it's dated yesterday, March 29th, 2023. 90s girl group Escape has disbanded after some crazy tension within the group of singers. Allegedly, Kandi Burruss, Tamika Scott, and Tamika Tiny Cotto decided to kick the fourth member, LaTocha Scott, out of the group over serious drama. As we know, we've been seeing this play out. This is one of those slide to the next picture. Multiple sources of the 90s girl group Escape have confirmed that Tamika, Tiny, and Kandi have agreed to dissolve the LLC, which owns the rights to the group Escape. It's also being alleged that the three are now forming a new group without Tasha. The sources could not reveal whether the ladies would keep the same name Escape or would rebrand it now that there'll only be three members. So what caused the three ladies to take such a huge decision of kicking an important member of the group like that? Well, multiple people in the know have revealed that some drama had been brewing between Kandi and Tasha's husband, Rocky Bivens, for a while. The final straw allegedly came when, during an interview, Rocky was exposed for cheating on his wife. In an interview, Rocky's alleged mistress spoke about their steamy affair. Here's her side of the story, which we've played this on the channel. I'm not going to replay this, but it says, a day later, Rocky called popular podcaster Tasha K, and he made some explosive accusations toward Escape members and Kandi's husband, Todd. During the podcast, which was aired as a call between Tasha and Rocky, he accused Kandi's husband, Todd, of homosexual activities and claimed that he has gotten involved with transgenders multiple times. Tasha K also revealed that she could only air part of the call with Rocky because the things that he said on the call were not appropriate to be made public. But Tasha did send the entire call behind the scenes to Kandi. According to a source, Rocky said some pretty nasty stuff about Kandi and Todd that Tasha didn't air. Ooh, child. Kandi then got together with Tiny and Tamika and discussed the whole scenario with them without Tasha in the picture. Kandi talked about all the options and told them that she would be filing a defamation lawsuit against Rocky. The other members allegedly gave their blessings to move forward with the lawsuit. When Rocky caught wind of the lawsuit, he made some serious threats to the couple. And there's more. Kandi's soon-to-be-filed lawsuit will reportedly cover issues other than defamation. The Burruss' legal team has reportedly discovered some money fraud, suggesting that Rocky may have misappropriated $30,000 of the group's money. Now, is that the same $30,000 that Tamika is claiming or a different $30,000? And that's the end of this article. They do have a couple of the interview clips that we've already seen here on the channel. I mean, you can see if you go back into my videos that we've been covering this. I say we, but, you know, we are all a we here. So what do you think? Is this a factual article saying that, you know, they're going to dissolve the LLC? They've kicked LaTocha out the group. That Kandi and Todd are going to sue Rocky for defamation and then some. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I just I mean, this is pretty bad stuff. Sounds to me like Rocky, he's pretty reckless. Seems like he's used to moving like this, but times have changed, boo. People are not just hiding anymore, being that we have social media and everybody has a voice and a platform to air whatever they need to air out. And when you bully somebody, they don't really stand down anymore like they used to back in the day. You needed, you know, to grow in your game. You and R. Kelly both, you know, looking like you ended up in a really bad place because you didn't grow as people. Because I feel like Rocky learned, and I've said this here, but Rocky has learned from R. Kelly. R. Kelly is his mentor, and he is the real mentee in the situation. But I guess I'm going to leave it here. There's probably some things that I'm forgetting to say, as I always do, but make sure you're checking out my community wall on my YouTube channel, Twitter, and as well my Instagram, which I usually post stories. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, give me that engagement. Your girl needs the energy. But yeah, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed, because I'll be back tomorrow with another video. And my new channel, Blaze Adams 24/7, the link is in the bottom of the video, the description. Go ahead and go over there and give me some love over there too. Appreciate it so much. Till next time. Bye.